Gentlemen, the document is ready.
Then let us put our honor to it.
My hand, for one, will not tremble.
A bold signature, Mr. Hancock.
So may the world know where I stand.
Though my face has lingered on this humble piece of paper for more than a century and a half, my hope remains the same, that we meet one another with honesty, with diligence, and with care for our
Breathing at last, by the good grace of ink and paper.
You look well, Mr. Lincoln.
The nation still remembers.
Let us all remember, liberty is a work never finished. Keep it.
Those centuries stand between us. The value of liberty does not fade. Every letter, every word, carries the promise of a free people. Guard that promise well.
A single life is a small price for liberty. Let it be well spent.
From ink and paper, the image of discovery comes alive. 3 ships, riding the dawn, carrying hope and ambition across an endless sea. The fleet of Columbus sailing.
The nation is like a vast picture made of many small points. Each of us, a single dot of ink, can help complete the portrait. Cherish your freedom, care for your neighbor, and the whole image shines bright.
Theodore Roosevelt, at your service. Dare mighty things, my friend. Life's far too grand to sit idle. Charge ahead, make the world better, and by George, enjoy the ride.
Well, it's been a long time since I drew breath. What a world you folks have made.
Feels good to stretch, General. Stone shoulders get stiff.
Then let's stand tall together.
A republic, if you can keep it. Cherish liberty and guard it well. Our Constitution endures through your care.
3 centuries apart, yet sharing the same river, the canoe, the tall ship, and the steamboat, each a chapter in the journey of exploration and
Rising from a postage stamp and into the open sea, the Ark cuts forward with the wind of the Atlantic filling her sails. 3 centuries may stand between us and her voyage, yet her timbers still speak of courage.
Well, I'll be. Feels good to stretch after 100 years of being ink.
Careful, Sherman. The Republic still expects discipline from its generals.
And maybe a little dash, too. Shall we ride, gentlemen?
Back.
Steady as she goes, Porter. The Gulf won't wait for us.
Aye, Admiral. With this wind, we'll make the channel before nightfall.
Then let her carry us home.
Here it comes!
Swing, Billy!
Go, go, go!
Get under it! Grounded first! Coming to third! Safe! Attaboy, Billy!
Ready, band! 1, 2, march!
Every idea begins as a spark. Harness it, and the world turns. The induction motor showed us that power could move without wires, and imagination could move without limits. The future...
Well, hello there. It's not every day a fellow steps out of a postage stamp. Keep looking forward, and believe in what we can build together. I'll be right here if you need me.
A nation is best measured by the care it lends its people. Let us keep tending it. Together.
Well now, that's quite the sensation. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Mr. Bell.
Remarkable. The human voice, carried by wire.
Simplicity, harmony, and the spirit of place. Those are the materials I build with. Architecture is not just shelter. It is the growth of the soul made visible.
Steady, Orville. Keep her nose up.
She's holding, Wilbur. We're flying!
Look at that horizon. Just beautiful.
Imagine where this will take us.
Well now, look at that. Dragged clean out of an old stamp and set to talking. I suppose there's stranger things on the Mississippi. Remember, travel is fatal to prejudice, and so is a...
Yeah, a fine little frame to be living in. Still, a painter's work is never quite done. Just a touch here, and a flourish of the name. There, even a stamp deserves...
The beacon stands alone in the snow, guiding anyone brave enough to follow its light. Out here, the sky belongs to whoever dares to take it.
Ah, you caught me in print. Well, even on paper, an artist must lend a touch of life. A stroke here and there. Art, after all, should never sit still.
From the ink of a 1928 stamp, the Wright's fragile wonder takes to the air once more, carrying the spirit of early flight into the open sky. History lands gently back where it began.
All aboard for the Bowery line. Watch your steps now.
What a fine carriage, Mama.
Hold tight, young sir. Off we go.
What a show, folks! Thanks for popping by the stamp. See you in the mail.
From ink and paper, a patriot steps forward. Ready, aim, fire, and back he goes, immortalized in a 10-cent stamp.
Well now, that's a bit brighter, isn't it? Nothing like the glow of a good idea. Remember, there's always another way to light up the dark.
I was born in a log cabin in Cove Gap, Pennsylvania, and I would one day serve as the 15th President of these United States. My name is James Buchanan.
From an engraved portrait to a living memory, Henry Ford watches as his first Model A rolls into history. Vision gave it shape. Ingenuity put it on the road.
From lines of ink to living breath, Robert Fulton steps forward, vision in his eyes, river wind in his hair, and with him his daring creation, the steamboat piston.
Remembers the battles, but a general remembers the men, the land, and the cost of freedom. Keep moving forward.
The stars are coming along handsomely, Mrs. Ross.
Thank you, General. A circle makes every state equal. That's the beauty of it.
A fine notion and fine craftsmanship.
Indeed.
Easy there, boys. Keep them steady.
Furrow's holding straight, Tom.
Aye, let the soil breathe. Wagon's coming up on your left.
Got it. Keep them moving.
Lines of a postage stamp. A figure of history steps forward. Robert Edward Lee, commander of the Army of Northern Virginia. Marked by duty, shaped by conflict. A moment in ink.
The land remembers us. We must remember it.
Fresh popcorn, hot and buttery. Step right up.
Well, now, that's a sight. A stamp pulled from a dusty album and given a little life again. I'm Warren Harding, 29th President of...
Imagination is more important than knowledge, but a little math never hurts.
The world has changed mightily since my time in office, yet the work of democracy is never done. Keep faith with it, nurture it, and it will carry you farther than any stamp could post a letter.
Welcome, my friend. I'm William Howard Taft, 27th President of the United States. Some knew me for my size. I hope you'll remember me from...
Good day.
I am James Monroe, 5th President of the United States. Time may press us flat upon paper, but the ideas we stand for remain very much alive.
I am Zachary Taylor, soldier, 12th President of these United States. States may change, but duty never does. Remember.
Well, how do you do? William McKinley at your service. You'd be surprised how much life can fit on 7 cents. Remember, progress and good will cost nothing to share. Why, hello there. William Henry Harrison at your service, 9th President of these United States. Short-term, big stories. Remember to write often, and maybe keep your speeches out of the rain. Farewell.
Morning. Fresh loaves just out of the oven. Can't beat the smell, eh? We'll have you your bread in a blink.
Morning. Fresh milk for you.
Step lively there, boys. Giddy up. Watch closely, folks. Our old circus wagon has a trick of its own. The step drops, the door swings wide, and out trots Stardust, our prancing pony. And right behind jingles the Jester of the Jungle.
From a tiny square of paper, the night lunch wagon rumbles to life, rolling through the gaslit streets, serving coffee in steaming bowls to anyone with a nickel and an appetite. A taste of the 18...
Nothing says San Francisco in the 1880s like the hum of the cable and the ring of that bell.
In the 1920s, long before email, the railroad mail car kept America connected. Night and day, clerks sorted letters on the move, delivering them straight into city hearts.
From the quiet face of a postage stamp, the 1909 Stanley steamer springs to life. Brass and leather gleam, steam billows, and adventure is just a lever.
From a tiny stamp to the open street, one spark of history, still in motion.
We choose to live up to the best that is within us, to work together, to move forward, and to keep the flame of hope burning bright. The future.
From a tiny picture on a stamp to a giant of the sky, Air Force One carries the nation's leader with quiet power and grace. Bathed in the glow of a setting sun, it climbs above the clouds.
Words on paper are powerful, but freedom needs a voice. It is the sound of hope, of resolve, of a people rising. Let us keep speaking. Let us keep moving.
The cause of liberty is still our common sense. Keep it alive.
Well now, it seems we've been etched into history once more.
A curious thing, finding voice on a scrap of paper. Yet here we stand, side by side.
Time keeps marching, General. Best we do the same.
From a tiny stamp to a dirt road in the 1880s, this is the buckboard. Simple, tough, built to carry folks and freight across a growing nation. Wood, iron, a willing horse, and
from a single postage stamp comes a pioneer of electric travel, the 1898 Columbia. Whisper quiet, brass trimmed, and riding high on bicycle wheels, it helped spark America's first love of...
The march goes on. Atlanta burns, but the Union will endure. Forward.
From a tiny piece of paper, history rolls to life. The 1893 Duryea, one of America's first gasoline-powered automobiles, rattles out of its stamp and onto the street. Small, brassy, and full of optimism. This was the dawn.
From the face of a stamp to the open road, this is the 1901 White, a steam car built when the world was just learning to drive. Brass lamps, leather seats, and a boiler humming under the floorboard.
From a bit of ink on paper to a purring motor car, the 1899 Winton rolls out of history. Built before the era of the steering wheel, this brass-trimmed pioneer helped spark America's love affair with the automobile.
From a tiny green print on a stamp, the 1860s ambulance comes to life. Watch as the horse-drawn wagon rattles over cobblestones, carrying the wounded to safety, a brass bell clearing the way. A fleeting glimpse of...
Fresh apples, sweet pears, cabbages, crisp as morning dew. Step right up, folks, have a look. There you go, young man. Shine like a ruby, doesn't it?
In the 1910s, these Star Route trucks were the lifeline between small towns and the wider world. Rain or shine, they carried letters, parcels, and news down dusty roads like this one. A quick stop at the...
From a tiny stamp, a big story rolls out. In the 1880s, omnibuses like this carried New Yorkers from ferry to avenue, neighbor to neighbor, horse by horse.
This is Tommy.
Nope. There you go.
In the 1880s, crews like these rode handcars mile after mile, inspecting the rails and keeping the new line.
Giddy up, let's roll!
Morning.
Morning. Quite the contraption, isn't it?
It is. Rides smoother than it looks. What a day for a spin.
There we go, little one. Smooth ride, isn't it? That's right, giggles and all. Let's see some pretty leaves up ahead.
Hear that? It's the music of the street. Iron shoes on cobblestone, brass wheels turning. She's a handsome cab, built for speed and a bit of style, carrying folks through the city like a
Hold on tight back there, folks. Road's a little bumpy this morning.
We're gonna beat the bell, right, Mr. Carter?
You bet we will.
I can see the schoolhouse! Look at the bell tower!
There's Miss Hattie waiting.
Nothing quite like the old iron horses. Just keeps pulling, year after year. Fields may change, weather may change, but the work stays the same.
From a tiny stamp to the streets of a busy 1920s city, the tow truck comes to life. Its engine chugs, the winch rattles, and upswings a stubborn sedan.
1933 Stutz Bearcat.
In the 1880s, ice boats like this one were the fastest way across a frozen lake. A stiff breeze in the sail, steel runners on the ice, and a steady hand at the tiller turned winter travel into pure flight.
Here we are, folks. Mind the step as you exit.
Smooth ride, isn't it?
It glides better than I expected. Feels solid, too.
Built to last. We'll get you to the atrium for some sun.
After weeks in bed, that sounds perfect.
Easy does it. Keep her steady on the line of those trees.
Smooth as glass out here today.
A good day for a run across the lake. We'll be at the lock by dusk.
Look at the ducks, Mama.
Holding steady on the channel. We'll round the point in a minute or two.
I can see the ferry, Captain. It's so close now.
Aye, she'll pass off our port side. Keep your eyes sharp.
What a fine day for a ride.
Hear that boiler sing. Smooth as a whistle today.
It's moving faster than a horse.
Hold on tight, Henry. Your hat might fly away.
I won't let it.
Curve ahead. Just a little lean and we'll take it.
Just us in the water. Hard to ask for more.
Keep that rhythm and we'll make the far shore before dusk.
Aye, Captain.
Morning wind's got a bite to it. Hang on, girl. Harrison Tool Works, right on time.
Perfect. Dock 2's clear. Let's get those sacks inside.
You got it. She hauled them all the way from the depot.
Nothing like a good climb on iron teeth. She grabs the mountain and won't let go. Keep that fire hot and the gears will do the rest.
Easy on the rudder. That's it. She likes the current today.
Look at all that smoke. We must be flying.
We're still just drifting, dear. The river's doing half the work.
There's a heron right there.
Keep your eyes sharp.
nothing like a morning for flying. 1914, the sky is wide open.
In 1926, this bobtail horse car was still the pride of Sulphur Rock. A steady hand on the reins, a sturdy little car, and folks on their way home, or maybe just out for the ride. The hooves kept time.
Next stop, Jackson Avenue. Hold on tight, folks.
It's such a lovely ride, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Never gets old watching those oaks go by.
Bell coming up. Blink. All clear ahead.
Now this is cruising in style. Nothing like a 28 locomobile and a sunny afternoon to make the world slow down. Hear that engine purr? She was built to last, and she still turns heads.
Nothing like a clear day and a straight stretch of brick road. This old Cord still purrs like a kitten. Hold on, girl. Let's show 'em how it's done.
Nothing like a Sunday drive in the old Packard, huh? She still purrs like a kitten after all these years.
Nothing rides like a doozy. All that chrome, all that power still turns every head on the block. Listen to her purr. 35 and still pure magic.
Smooth ride today, Mr. President.
It's a fine machine, Harris. Quiet enough to think.
Straight to the station?
Yes, and let's keep a brisk pace. The country doesn't wait.
The horizon's wide open. Let's see where it leads.
Every life deserves dignity and care. That truth is worth writing and living every day.
Music is not a mirror. It is another world. You must step into it.
Greetings. I'm Henry Clay of Kentucky, statesman, compromiser, and ever a friend to the Union. Even from a humble piece of paper, I remind you that the fate of a nation is forged not by shouting, but by...
I was once a young revolutionary, a journalist, a general, a senator, and finally, a voice for freedom in a new land. Remember, loyalty to the country always.
Stories remind us that every life, no matter how humble, can change the world. That is why I wrote, and why I still listen.
Information doesn't simply arrive to us pure and perfect. It passes through hands, frames, and minds. Our task as citizens is to question it, patiently, relentlessly, and to settle for nothing less than...
I am Abraham Baldwin, signer of the Constitution and founder of the University of Georgia. From ink and paper, my ideas helped shape a nation. Remember, lasting change often begins.
When the winter bit and the roads were ice, we moved the guns all the same. Cannon over mountains, sleighs through snow, for the hope of a free nation. Remember, nothing worth keeping is ever...
Discipline and learning. These are the true fortifications of a nation. Build them well, and the future will endure.
Leadership is earned through service and steady resolve. That's what guided me in the Senate, and that's what will always guide the people who believe in this country.
Duty, service, and knowledge. These are the foundations we build upon.
The wind carries stories across these plains. I ride for the freedom of my people, for the land that lives in our hearts. My name is Crazy Horse.
When the facts speak, let no statement contradict them. That is the beginning of wisdom in writing and in living.
The more clearly we focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe about us, the less taste we shall have for destruction.
Liberty is not a gift from kings or parliaments. It belongs to the people, and it must be guarded by them. Remember that.
I am Sequoia of the Cherokee, the maker of our written words. With symbols we keep our stories, our laws, and our dreams alive. Let your voice be remembered too.
Justice is not a gift, it is a task. Each of us has a part to play in building a world where peace and dignity are the common standard.
You've brought me to life from paper and ink. I'm Robert Millikan, physicist, experimenter, and former stamp subject. I measured the charge of the electron with a little oil and a lot of patience. Remember,
service to country is not measured by uniform alone. Each of us has a duty to strengthen our laws, our liberties, and our community. That's the work I tried to do, and it's work that never ends.
Stories stay with us when they speak the truth of the human heart. That's all I ever tried to do, listen to the South I knew, and tell it as honestly as I could. Thank you.
Education opens a door to every life. Keep that door wide for all who wish to learn.
Hello there. I'm Father Edward Flanagan. Many years ago, I founded Boys Town on a simple belief. There are no bad boys, only those who need a chance. Kindness, guide.
I am Red Cloud of the Oglala Lakota. Our stories ride the wind long after the battles are done.
Every newborn deserves a strong start. That's why I created the score that still carries my name. Measure, act, and give them a chance to thrive. It's amazing what a minute can do.
Hi there, I'm Chester Carlson. You might know me for a little invention called xerography, the dry copying process that made office life a whole lot easier. From kitchen experiments to...
All my life I've believed in the poetry of everyday moments. A mother cradling her child, a quiet afternoon bathed in light. Keep looking.
The world beyond the edge of the map is never as far as it seems. Step into the cold, listen to the wind, and you'll hear stories waiting to be written. That's where I found mine.
The earth is our mother. We do not own her. We belong to her. Remember this, and you will walk in balance.
Public service is the duty of us all. When we honor our neighbors, we honor our nation.
Before he was a face on a stamp, Claire Chennault was a maverick pilot with a plan. In the dark days of the 1940s, he led a volunteer group, the Flying Tigers, whose P-40s, painted with snarling sharp...
Medicine is a never-ending exploration. Each step we take uncovers more about the mind and the body, and about ourselves. Keep learning.
Ah, the world has changed since my day, yet curiosity is timeless. Remember, knowledge is a treasure that grows when shared. Farewell, friend.
We make our best future by working together. That's the American way, and it's worth every ounce of effort. Bye.
When you look at a stamp, you see just a glimpse of a life. But a life is more than ink and paper. It's study and teaching and the quiet work of building a future. That work never ends.
Well, now look at us, off the paper and into the world. I'm Johns Hopkins. Some know me for business, some for a hospital and a university that bear my name. But really, I just believed in...
Back in 1888, I put photography in a small box like this and told folks, you press the button, we do the rest. Pictures became memories for everyone, not just the professionals.
Well now, look at that. Freed from a $5 stamp. I'm Bret Hardy, chronicler of the West. Stories, characters, moments of gold and grit, that's where I live. Thanks for letting me walk off the paper.
A vote is a voice, and a voice shapes a nation. We marched, we organized, we endured jail and jeers so that women could stand equal at the ballot box. Use that right.
Education opens every door, even when the world is silent. When we share language, we share understanding, and with it, possibility. Thank you for keeping the conversation.
Well now, it's true what they say. There's a lot of history in a tiny square of paper. I'm Harry S. Truman, 33rd President of the United States. They stand